that you never know on any given night. Like I remember when me and Mark were on the bench and we were up 6-1, and this is during the regular season against Erie, and before we knew it, it was 6-6. We lost in overtime, and that's what junior hockey's all about. You know, it's like exciting because it's always end you see. Oh, it's never over until it's over. I think our game plan was, we had a couple pretty good drafts. Our Corey Perry draft that year, and then we just kind of were building for that. Like we were building for a couple years toward it. That we didn't. We had a good team the year before, but we didn't add a lot of pieces because we were hosting here, and so we want to make sure we had a real good team. I never got to win the OHL champion. Is hard enough, and we never got out of the OHL. And we had some good teams, but again, it's a lot of parity in the league and a lot of good players, and we never got out. We were built for that year there, and it was a unique year for the Memorial Cup, was because of there was an NHL lockout. So you put everything together. All the teams weren't losing their best players to the National Hockey League, so it was all the best. So that we all stayed and we all competed for it, and that's what made it really interesting. There were, where like Corey Perry could have been gone to Anaheim, early because of his ability, but it's like everybody was here, so it was a great competition to try to get out of the OHL, let alone win the Memorial Cup. It was full, and the fans. It's been we've great London teams, but we never participated in it. So it's been 40 some years that we couldn't get out of the OHL, which is tough. They went to the finals. Belleville beat them in 7, stuff like that. But they had good teams. But that's how tough this is to win the Memorial Cup. It's one of the hardest cups to win because of the competition and all the teams, and try to get out of your own. And the fans made it special here to win it here, and playing a great team. We to win in the finals, we had to play Sid the Kid with Rimouski, and it was like, we knew they were special. And even at the deadline, we added a couple more players because we thought that Mark went and watched Rimouski play. Ooh, they got a good team. So it's one thing to get there. The best thing is to win it. It's one of those things where the fans a long time waiting for London to come here, and they appreciate it that the kids did what they did all year, plus and beat a really good team in the finals 4-0. It was like we all know how special Sid the Kid is, and they had a good team around them too. So it was a good competition, and that's what it's all about. It is not easy to win, but you love the competition because it gets your fires burning in your belly. We're going in. It's tough on they're young kids, and it's one game takes all. So everybody, you don't have to even say much because they were all pumped up. They knew what they had to do, and they were it was quiet, kind of quiet before the storm, and to come in and play as well as we did in that final with Adam Dennis playing really well for us, and our D were solid, and up front we got timely scoring. As a player, it's different that you got to worry about your own game, and everybody's different. And, you're playing with different line mates and stuff, and you different personalities, and as a coach, you see it too, where you go and you just different personalities. There's different teams. Everybody's not the same, and it's fun to watch different kids. They come and they're very quiet, and then in 2-3 years' time, they're vocal in the dressing room, and it's like unique to watch them grow as a just not as a player, as a person, where they get their confidence, and they just keep getting better and better. And to win that Memorial Cup, it started 3 years before, where we were just scratching to make the playoffs with these young kids, and then to come at the end and they get the reward by winning it all. Mark did a good job, drafting through the years, getting good players, and we're a skilled team. We believe in skill, and everybody thought when I was going to coach, we're going to have a rough and tumble team. But, we had some, guys that could take the body and hit, but like we're a skilled team, and we believe in, skill and developing the skill part of the game. And surprised some people that, but by watching them grow up, and they're young, it's like I just go back to when I was playing, when I was 16, 17, you're young, everything's new, your eyes are bright. So, you got to teach them and teach and teach. And through my career, I had good coaches that taught me and got me to the National Hockey League. And that's ideas for juniors to, we all want to win and stuff, but it's also develop and put these kids where I wanted to be. That's in the National Hockey League, and be as best as you can. Dylan's been around hockey all his life with me playing. He was in the dressing room a lot. He knows what it's all about. And again, through the National Hockey League when I was playing, and then come to junior and playing. And, we got better and better, and he was a big part of the Mem Cup. And, he was our number one center, and we needed him to be that. And he can play both sides of the puck, which is ideal if you're going to go against Sid the Kid, so you got to be able to play both sides. So, but he learned, and then he knows the pressures of it. Now he's coaching. He knows what it's like for these young kids, and he can relate to them. Where he goes, hey, this is what I was like at 16 and 17. I was learning. I didn't get points. I didn't do this, but then just keep getting better, work hard in practice. So, I think he relates well with the kids. It's really hard. It's a special trophy, and for these young men trying to win, and it's fun to watch them, the excitement, the downs, the ups. It's the way it is, and that's where sports is. That's why it's exciting. And for the players, the coaches, and the fans, that you never know on any given night. Like, I remember when me and Mark were on the bench, and we were up 6-1, and this is during the regular season against Erie, and before we knew it, it was 6-6. We lost in overtime, and that's what junior hockey's all about. It's like exciting because it's always the end of your seat. Oh, it's never over until it's over because that's kids, and they're going to make mistakes, and they're going to learn from them. They're going to get better, and that's what it makes exciting for the fans and the players and the coaches. You definitely need skill and character. I think that's the biggest part for us. That you got to have character on your team, and that want to win and put. And when you play a big tournament, sometimes you're in a different role that you want to be, and you have to sacrifice for your team to try to check down Sid the Kid, and play a role that helps the team win. And that's what coaches are looking for in the National Hockey League, just like we're looking for kids that play both sides of the puck, character, and definitely with skill.